Chapter is about a little girl named Kejia. In the beginning, Kejia feared her father. The meaning of feared is felt afraid of someone. She tried to avoid him. Every morning, before her father went to work, he would come to her room and give her a quick kiss. Kejia would say goodbye, father. She felt a glad sense of relief when she heard the sound of his carriage getting softer and softer as he went down the road. The meaning of glad sense of relief is a happy feeling because something difficult or unpleasant is over. In the evening, when her father came home, Kejia would stand near the stairs and hear his loud voice in the hall. He would ask for his tea to be brought to the drawing room. The meaning of drawing room is a formal living room. He would also ask if the paper had come and for his mother, Kejia's grandmother, to bring him his slippers. Kejia's mother would call her and tell her if she was a good girl, she could come down and take off her father's boots. The meaning of good girl is a well-behaved girl. Kejia would slip down the stairs slowly, even more slowly across the hall, and push open the drawing room door. The meaning of slip down is to come down quietly and unwillingly. By this time, her father would have his spectacles on. The meaning of spectacles are glasses you wear to help you see. He would look at her over them, and this look was very terrifying to Kejia. The meaning of terrifying is very frightening. He would tell her to hurry up, pull off his boots, and take them outside. He would also ask if she had been a good girl that day. Kejia would stutter and say, "I don't know, father." Her father would then ask why she stuttered. The meaning of stuttered is repeated sounds or words when speaking. He would say that if she stuttered like that, her mother would have to take her to the doctor. Kejia never stuttered with other people, she had quite given it up. The meaning of quite given it up is stopped doing it. She only stuttered with her father because she was trying so hard to say the words properly. Her father would ask what was the matter and why she looked so wretched. The meaning of wretched is unhappy. He would tell her mother that he wished she taught Kejia not to appear on the brink of suicide. The meaning of on the brink of suicide is about to commit suicide, meaning looking very sad and hopeless. He would then tell Kejia to carry his teacup back to the table carefully. Kejia thought he was so big, especially his hands, neck, and mouth when he yawned. Thinking about him alone was like thinking about a giant. The meaning of giant is a very large person or thing. On Sunday afternoons, Kejia's grandmother would send her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother. The meaning of grandmother is your mother's or father's mother. However, Kejia always found her mother reading and her father stretched out on the sofa. Her father would have his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. The meaning of snoring is making a loud noise while sleeping. Kejia would sit on a stool and gravely watch him until he woke up. The meaning of stool is a seat without a back or arms. The meaning of gravely is seriously. He would stretch and ask the time, then look at her. He would tell her not to stare so much, saying she looked like a little brown owl. The meaning of stare is to look fixedly for a long time. One day, Kejia was kept indoors because she had a cold. Her grandmother told her that her father's birthday was next week. Her grandmother suggested that Kejia should make him a pincushion as a gift out of a beautiful piece of yellow silk. The meaning of pincushion is a small cushion for holding pins. Laboriously, with a double cotton thread, Kejia stitched 3 sides of the pincushion. The meaning of laboriously is with a lot of effort or difficulty. The question was what to fill it with. Her grandmother was out in the garden, so Kejia wandered into mother's bedroom to look for scraps. The meaning of wandered into is went into by chance. The meaning of scraps are small pieces of cloth or paper that are not needed. On the bed table, she found many sheets of fine paper. She gathered them up, tore them into tiny pieces, and stuffed her pincushion with them, then sewed up the 4th side. That night, there was a hue and cry in the house. The meaning of hue and cry is an angry protest or loud outcry. Father's great speech for the Port Authority had been lost. The meaning of Port Authority is an organization that manages a port. Rooms were searched, and servants were questioned. Finally, mother came into Kejia's room. She asked Kejia if she had seen some papers on a table in their room. Kejia said yes, she had torn them up for her surprise. Her mother screamed, "What?" and told her to come straight down to the dining room that instant. Kejia was dragged down to where her father was, pacing to and fro, with his hands behind his back. The meaning of pacing to and fro is walking back and forth. He sharply asked, "Well?" Her mother explained what had happened. He stopped and stared at the child. He asked, "Did you do that?" Kejia whispered, "No." Her father told her mother to go up to Kejia's room and fetch down the damaged thing. The meaning of fetch down is to bring something down. He also said that the child should be put to bed that instant. Kejia was crying too much to explain. She lay in the shadowed room, watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then, her father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. The meaning of ruler is a flat, straight strip used for measuring or drawing straight lines, but here it's used for hitting. He said he was going to beat her for this. Kejia screamed, "Oh, no, no," and hid under the bedclothes. The meaning of bedclothes are sheets, blankets, and other coverings on a bed. He pulled them aside and ordered her to sit up and hold out her hands. He said she must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to her. The meaning of taught once and for all is to teach someone a lesson so they never do it again. Kejia said it was for his birthday. The ruler came down on her little, pink palms. Hours later, her grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair. The meaning of shawl is a piece of fabric worn around the shoulders or head. The meaning of rocking chair is a chair mounted on rockers so that it can be rocked back and forth. Kejia clung to her grandmother's soft body. The meaning of clung to is held tightly to. She sobbed, "What did God make fathers for?" Her grandmother gave her a clean hanky and told her to blow her nose. The meaning of hanky is a handkerchief. She told Kejia to go to sleep and that she would forget about it in the morning. Her grandmother said she tried to explain to father but he was too upset to listen. But Kejia never forgot. The next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back, and a red color flew into her cheeks. The McDonald's lived next door. The meaning of McDonald's is the name of a family. They had 5 children. Looking through a gap in the fence, Kejia saw them playing tag in the evening. The meaning of gap in the fence is an opening or space in a fence. The meaning of tag is a children's game of catching one another. The father had the baby, Mao, on his shoulders. 2 little girls were hanging onto his coat pockets. They ran around the flower beds, shaking with laughter. The meaning of flower beds are areas of ground where flowers are grown. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him, and he tried to catch them, laughing all the time. The meaning of hose is a flexible tube for conveying water. That's when she decided there were different sorts of fathers. The meaning of sorts of fathers is different types of fathers. Suddenly, one day, Kejia's mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to hospital. The meaning of hospital is a place where sick or injured people are treated. Kejia was left alone in the house with Elise, the cook. This was fine during the daytime. But while Elise was putting her to bed, Kejia suddenly grew afraid. She asked what she would do if she had a nightmare. The meaning of nightmare is a bad dream. She said she often had nightmares, and then her granny would take her into her bed. She couldn't stay in the dark because it all got whispery. The meaning of whispery means making soft, rustling sounds. Elise told her to just go to sleep and not scream and wake her poor pa. But the same old nightmare came. It was about a butcher with a knife and a rope who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile. The meaning of butcher is a person who cuts up and sells meat. The meaning of dreadful is very bad or unpleasant. She could not move and could only stand still, crying out, "Grandma! Grandma!" She woke up, shivering to see her father beside her bed, holding a candle. The meaning of shivering is trembling with cold or fear. Her father asked, "What's the matter?" Kejia said, "Oh, a butcher, a knife. I want Granny." He blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arms. The meaning of caught up is picked up quickly. He carried her along the passage to the big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the paper, then carefully tucked up the child. The meaning of tucked up is covered up nicely in bed. He lay down beside her. Half asleep still, and still with the butcher's smile all about her, she crept close to him. The meaning of crept close is moved slowly and quietly closer. She snuggled her head under his arm and held tightly to his shirt. The meaning of snuggled is moved into a warm, comfortable position, close to another person. Then the dark did not matter, and she lay still. Her father told her to rub her feet against his legs to get them warm. Tired out, he slept before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. The meaning of funny feeling is a strange or unusual feeling. She thought, poor father, not so big, after all. She realized he had no one to look after him. He was harder than grandmother, but it was a nice hardness. The meaning of harder than grandmother means less soft and gentle. The meaning of nice hardness means a firm and protective quality that feels good. Every day he had to work and was too tired to be like Mr. MacDonald. She remembered that she had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stirred suddenly and sighed. Her father asked, "What's the matter? Another dream?" Kejia said, "Oh, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going." "What a big heart you've got, father dear." The meaning of big heart is a kind and generous nature.